noche. I apologize, YouTube, for not guiding you through the whole entire process. I'm not professional, but what I could do is I can at least guide you and tell you what I did, you know, as detailed as possible. For me, I had a problem lining up the motor mount. You probably can't see it from right now, but the motor mount's there. So the best advice I can give you for that motor mount would probably be like, you're gonna have to like wiggle it. You're gonna have to use the jack. You're gonna have to use the hoist. You know, the jack's under the transmission. The hoist is obviously like to the motor. But yeah, so you know, good luck on that. You might want to use the motor mount screws, the ones that are pointy at the end. And so that goes for the motor mount. So anyway, so let's say you got the motor mounts down. What I did, the next step was I put the power steering hoses. Again, it's probably kind of hard to tell because everything looks the same, I guess you can almost say. But the one from the engine will fit the power steering gear. Is that what it's called? The gear? Yeah. So it just fits right in. The next thing I focused on was the fan shroud. Believe it or not, the fan shroud was actually a problem because I couldn't find, this is an 81 Cutlass again, so I couldn't find the fan shroud, a V8 fan shroud. So what I had to do was, fortunately I have a cousin, he's been working on cars for a long time, and he said just get one that looks very similar and looks at least almost exactly like it would go on the Cutlass. So anyways, I went to the junkyard and we found one off a Cadillac. What year was it?
82.
Like an 82 Cadillac, and it looked just like it. It's obviously it wasn't for it, so you're gonna have to do a lot of modifications. I got this radiator in South Central for 120. It's all aluminum. Again, you got to do your research. You got to do whatever it takes to find the deals. But yeah, you know, obviously it's brand new. Anyways, so I just came back from Vegas, people, straight up. That's like, I think 400 miles away from LA. Went back and forth, no problems, no overheating, nothing. It was great. The transmission coolant lines, these were from the original 81 Cutlass. What I did is I just cut it out. You're gonna have to get a special tool, and you're gonna have to what do you call it when you you're gonna have to flare the ends, and you're gonna have to get special hoses that are for transmission coolant lines, and then you're gonna want to do it with two straps. What are these called again? Straps? Clamps. With two clamps. Don't use one, use two, and it'll be just fine. I just came back from Vegas. No leaks, no nothing, no problems. All right. So use the original 81 transmission coolant line connectors, screws, whatever you want to call it. I'm not great with words, whatever. So that's working just fine. That's the coolant lines. There you go with that. What else can I say? Okay, the headers, manifolds. These here are actually, what you can do is you can go online and you can order them already custom made. Fortunately, I had a friend who already had some original stock from a truck manifold, but what they did is at the end they cut it and they welded a pipe, you know, obviously angled at the correct direction because this is a Gbody. So yeah, you're gonna have to modify either the one that you have already from the truck or wherever you get it from, or you can get it from a GTO, I believe, and you'll be just fine. You don't have to do no modifications. So this has to be modified. That's all I got to say. Just ask me questions if I forget something. Again, I went on a budget, so I don't know if you can see from this angle, but what I did is I went to the junkyard, I looked under all the Mustangs, and I found some Flowmasters. And all I did was I bought some elbows at O'Reilly's and some adapters and just hooked them up. Here's another thing, look. For hood clearance, I'm using the original hood. Obviously, you can see I had to cut some of it so that it could fit. This is where I had to cut it. The reason why is because I had to mark it. But no, I cut it here. And then you're going to have to put a little plug there. As you can see, just ask me questions whenever you know what I mean, whatever questions you do got. At the moment, I'm working on the AC. As you can see, yes, I have an AC, the original one that comes with the engine. It's connected. I'm only having the little problems with the electricity, like powering up the blower. But besides all that, the compressor is already in there. The hoses are connected. You're gonna have to get that customized. The green wires, I'll show you all that on another video. But I think let's have some fun and let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, real quick, you're gonna need 2 relays. I'll show you maybe later how I set it up. All right. You're gonna need fuses. This is all out here. It's not organized, but at least it's all out there for you to see. On the bottom, you're gonna have to hook up the cross member. I'll show you later. You're gonna have to do the dry shaft. You're gonna have to cut it a little bit so that it can fit. The gas tank, I have to show you that too. That's another thing on the bottom. We use a Grand National sending unit. Believe it or not, it works, and it tells you how much fuel you have. And this is the original, from the dash. But anyways, let me turn it on. There you go. So there you go, people. It's running. It's great. Let me see. We still got like 4 minutes. We'll hop in right now and we'll give it a ride. So there you go. It's running, people. Ask me questions. Okay, the gas pedal. You're gonna have to customize this. I used the foot pedal. It went in all the way through. I have to show you. Just ask me questions if you want me to make a video, whatever. Just hop in and do it, right? Yeah, so there's a lot more things that I know I'm forgetting. For example, the transmission, like switching the gears where you got to connect it and all that. Let me know when it's like 15 minutes because I think that's how long the things are. But, we'll give you a little test drive. I would like to burn out people, but I'm at a Alondra Park. But as you can see, as you can hear and see, running just great. Another thing is the oil pan. They say you need to upgrade it and get a lower oil pan, and I advise that you do. The reason why is because it will hit the floor. That was actually my problem. I did this swap twice. That's for y'all YouTube right there. Low speed. I gotta slow it down because I ain't trying to get no ticket.